Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Monday, the 18th of July, 2022. It's a pleasure to be here, viewers. We do apologize for Friday night. It's Friday, but nevertheless, we do apologize for that. I was so busy, but nevertheless, with the sparing of my life, God have another day in the face of this world. We give God thanks for every day goes by. You know, when we wake up in the morning, we must say thank you, Lord, for seeing another day before we actually come out of bed. Why am I saying that? Because there are many, when the sun goes up, their lives is also leaving the earth. So we give God thanks for seeing another day. So viewers, Real Talk with Saieed Ali is live on Synergy Network. Remember, we have our studio in Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas. Our office is here also. You can go onto Facebook, your Facebook account, just type in Real Talk with Saieed Ali. When our page pops up, just like and share it, viewers. Those of you on YouTube, well, it's TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live. So viewers, remember, share our live stream, share our live stream, share our live stream. By you sharing our live stream and others knowing about Real Talk with Saieed Ali in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean, and around the globe, we have been #1 in the current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. And I have a little secret for you, but I'm waiting for something in black and white. I'm waiting for something in black and white. But nevertheless, those of you who are looking for cash borrow and don't know where to turn, you can also contact me, Saeed, at 3391670 or 2386716. Or you can contact our South office at 2427690. Remember, Trimbagonians, I'm a licensed money lender. Remember that. I have license to lend money. I could do business. Anybody looking for money borrow is not a problem. I could lend you without having to get in problem with the law or anything like that. I am legit as can be. And remember, for those of you who are looking for 3.5% on a hard-earned cash, set up a fixed deposit account with Real Talk Group of Companies, viewers, and you're getting 3.5%. At the end of 3 years, you're getting 10.5%. That is $10,500 and $100,000 on a Real Talk fixed deposit right here in Real Talk Group of Companies. Where are you getting that? Nowhere else. You can check for yourself, and I am guaranteeing you that you're getting it nowhere. Nowhere. So as we start our program tonight, viewers, it's Mashup Monday. So after all the bacchanal took place in Trinidad and Tobago over the years, since the former Commissioner of Police exited his status of being the Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffiths, the crime in Trinidad and Tobago became one of the main issues on the agenda when Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley chaired a 2-day cabinet retreat. On Friday last, Acting Police Commissioner MacDonald Jacob met with Rowley, who is chair of the National Security Council for Trinidad and Tobago, to discuss crime matter involving the TNT Police Service and the National Security at the Diplomatic Center in St. Anne's. The retreat was attended by cabinet ministers including the Attorney General, Regional Armour, National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines, Local Government Minister Faris Al-Rawi, and Finance Minister Colin Imbert. So one would ask, why is the Local Government Minister involved? Because he's the former Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, with crime and murder reaching unprecedented level in this country and citizens expressing fear and panic, the meeting between both men became critical on the agenda, viewers. The issue of civilians being killed by members of the TTPS has sparked an outrage in communities, with residents stating that officers have been abusing their power as they have become too trigger happy while carrying out their duties. Imagine that, Imagine that. The country has also witnessed a spike in gang violence, home invasion, robberies, and illegal weapons and ammunition entering the country this year. So Trinidad and Tobago, we are at a state where crime is rampant, gun is from here to there, ammunition coming in, housebreaking, larceny, murder, you name it. The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago is fearful right now. And what are we going to do? Has MacDonald Jacob done enough being the acting commissioner of police for Trinidad and Tobago? Has he done enough? Remember, the Prime Minister once said he is satisfied with Jacob. Satisfied with what performance? What performance is the Prime Minister satisfied with? Being the chair for the National Security Council of Trinidad and Tobago, what are you satisfied with? What are you satisfied with? I, Saieed Ali, run Real Talk Security and Intelligence Unit, and let me tell you something, it is crazy out there. It is crazy out there. Remember, Hines once said, it is not his duty to make the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago safe, but it is his damn duty to command McDonald Jacob to get his troops in a gear and fix crime in Trinidad. That is the authority that Fitzgerald Hines have. But you know what? You know what, Trinidadians? He don't want to come out and say so, but I am telling you tonight, that is his duty. And the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, being the chair of national security, he also have a duty. Let me tell you something, to come down on Jacob, to come down on Hines. Why am I saying this? Because he's the chair of the National Security Council. That is not an ordinary position. That is a way higher level position. But these men and them tell themselves that we Trinbagonian ain't really business. So you know what? Anything for anything. But I will tell you something. It's only when crime knock on the door, being ministers, it's only when a family get killed, raped or kidnapped, then there is feel the heat. I saying it on live television. I do business for them because they're moving with 20 bodyguards. 20 bodyguards. But they fail. They fail to remind themselves that they are only human beings. They are target of robbery also. They are also target of house breaking in. They are also target of drive-by shooting. They are not immune. They are human beings. And what they fail to realize is that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago put them where they are. That is what they fail to understand. And we as Trinidadians, let me tell you the kind of power we have. You see, when Floyd got killed in I believe that was the US, the whole of Trinidad and Tobago come out to protest for a criminal that was gunned down by police, or what I believe was strangled, they choke him to death or something like that. Right. Sorry about the shooting. Because we saw the video where police was on top of him. You understand? I do apologize for that, but I just had to correct that. We come out and we marching. We come out and marching for an American citizens. Why the hell we can't come out and march for our own Trinidadian brothers and sisters? Why we can't do that? Why? We talking about crime, crime, crime. Come out on the streets and protest. You know what happened with all you? All of it is afraid. We go get victimized. We go get this. We go get that. We go get the next. And a bandit come in all your house and they study what all you go get. We need the leaders of this country. The labor leaders of this country. You know what they need to do? They need to hold a march in solidarity of those that were gunned down, in solidarity of the larceny, in solidarity of rape. That is what they're supposed to do. Hold a march for that. Hold a march for that. Bring your workers together and walk the streets. And I will support it. I will support it. Call a good night.
Very good evening to you, Mr. Said.
To you, my friend.
And I'm glad you bring up the topic. When George Floyd was killed in the States at the hands of the police, it was wrong. I feel it myself. I was very upset. And then we had the Black Lives Matter, had the big march in Port of Spain, which turned out to be 1 million.
Yes.
Anyhow, where is Black Lives Matter when the 3 young boys get killed at the hands of the police that were shot at the back of the head? Where is Black Lives Matter? You know, it is a couple of years now since Andrea Barrett was murdered. And we never hear one word from Womantra. But when Nagasaki Asami, the Japanese Spanish, was killed,
yes,
Lord, they're going crazy in Queen's Park Savannah.
Correct.
But in Trinidad, our lives don't matter. Whether black, blue, it don't matter. We're a bunch of jokers, all the best.
Thank you, my friend. That is why, my friend, that is why when you hear I side come here, and you hear I start to demand for certain things, I will make sure the Attorney General get it passed, you know. Me are playing that, you know. I didn't come out to say here, well, ladies and gentlemen, I am the attorney, and I have the power. Let me tell you something, I don't care what power you have. I want X, Y, and Z pass, and do it speedily. That's how it is operate. That is how it is operate. That's how I got laws and amendment and legislation passed for Trinidad and Tobago. You feel I come here to make friends? No, I didn't come here to make friends. I come here to put those in power. I come here to make sure you do what the hell you have to do. Otherwise, sign and come down. It's that simple. Don't let Saeed come on national television, which his program is being viewed around the world, and you be embarrassed as a minister by me. Now stink you up. You know how much councillors stop talking to Saeed? You know how much MPs stop talking to Saeed? Because I will stink you up on national television. You have a portfolio? Do it. Do it. Last week, a minister told me, he said, Saeed, he said, hear this now. He said, you're good, you know. I said, what happened? What I do? He said, watch me. He said, in Parliament, he says, your name is be talking right through, you know. Right through, you know. And he's a minister, he just be with them right there. And he listening them. And he listening them. I said, like, good, let them talk. Let them talk about the good that I want come out from their office. Let them talk about it. Have a man on TV stinking up their name. So hear this. Dr. Keith Rowley have stated that the government will have no hesitation in returning to the mask mandate if the situation with the spread of COVID-19 warrants it. Speaking at a news conference, Dr. Rowley stated that he was aware that the end of the mask mandatory brought mental and psychological relief. But he cautioned that the virus is still around and dangerous. Listen to our Prime Minister.
Yesterday was the opening up of what was the last visible and very personal response to COVID. That was the removal of the legal requirement to wear a mask. I must tell you that that brings some mental and physical relief, psychological as well, that it appears as though COVID is behind us. Nothing is further from the truth. We are still in the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic. And I want to repeat that. Notwithstanding the fact that the restrictions have been removed, the virus is still around. It is still mutating. It is still creating variants. It is still dangerous, and therefore we are still in a pandemic. But we must not take the position that the pandemic is over and therefore we could just go back to normal. It is not normal.
So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, we'll be right back to continue with the Prime Minister and the variant after this.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Realtalk Group of Companies located at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas. At Realtalk Investment, you can earn up to 3.5% interest on your 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now on 339-1670, 238-6716 for further information. Our helpful team is ready to assist. Realtalk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Realtalk Group of Companies Limited.
So remember, viewers, it's 3.5% at Realtalk Group of Companies. You're getting it in no other place other than Realtalk. I'm the Managing Director. I'm also a licensed moneylender, so feel free to contact me. If you have gold, you have house, you have land, you have vehicles, it's not owing for or anything like that, you're not mortgaged to anything, you're looking for cash borrow, contact me. So viewers, we're going back to the Prime Minister. The PM described the BA.5 variant as a public health issue that is causing problems, akin to Delta, while being harmful as Omicron. Listen to the PM.
The information coming in is that the BA4 and the BA5 variants are in fact posing significant threats. They are in fact resisting the effects of the vaccination. They are in fact so structured, the virus is so responding as to evade the attempts of the vaccines to prevent it from spreading. And the BA5 variant is in fact still a public health issue. And in many countries, it is causing problems akin to Delta, as frightening as that might be, while being as virulent as Omicron.
So now viewers, Dr. Rowley also noted that the World Health Organization is advising that countries should remain masked, as he urged the population to remain cautious and observant.
The WHO, through its Director General, is advising that countries should remain masked. From the very beginning, we had taken the position that we will be guided by the science and we will follow the directions of the WHO. So we are now under caution from the WHO that we should remain masked. I would say to the Trinidad and Tobago population that even though that is the advice of the WHO, we take it as advice. We will not disregard it. We will observe our circumstances and the behavior of the virus. And if, as per our public health analysis of our situation and the potential of the virus, that the wearing of the mask as a compulsory response is required, in the near future, the government will not hesitate to return to the mandatory requirement for masking.
Caller, good night.
Good night, Frank.
Good night.
You know what is amazing about our Prime Minister? You remember when the Law Association voted to impeach the Sakaba Tribunal to impeach the Chief Justice? The Prime Minister come out and said that how that does not represent the membership because it was a percentage of the entire Law Association. Now, this man, you know, got through with this no confidence. But it is less than 10% of the people who voted. Why don't he come out now and say that the Law Association cannot speak with us? You see this man, how he's speaking conveniently? Look again, I am made to understand. The Commissioner, the Acting Commissioner of Police, went to the Cabinet retreat. Is the Commissioner of Police a cabinet member? As far as I could remember, sir, the institution of the police, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, supposed to be an independent thing. Why is he going to cabinet retreat? He could have made representations, whatever and whatever. Now you're talking about crime. It is, it is public health issue. What is more big crime when you have a sitting prime minister goes to the president's house and destabilize the police service commission? All these are crimes. When you talk about crime again, when a sitting prime minister could tell a member of parliament, an honorable member of parliament, I would wait for you meet me on the pavement. Are these good things to say? You have an impressionable mind. Now they're coming out to tell you how much money they borrow, how much they spend, and what they were spent on. Can anybody in their right sense believe anything this government says, sir? What we want, we don't want he to say that Saieed is an accountant. We want an independent examination of those expenditure and income. Only then we can believe what you cannot believe nothing that this government is saying, sir. And this place, you see, all these taxes, it is because they want to fill the runaway spending. They just want money to spend, regardless how it is being spent. And it is time that this government be reined in, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, my friend. The Attorney General Office issued a legal notice 104 of 202, officially ending the legal requirements for mask wearing in public. The law comes after Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali announced on July 1st that the time had come to reconsider the use of face masks. On August 31st, 2020, it was mandatory to wear a face mask in public or be fined $1,000 on the first offense and $2,000 for the second and $3,000 for the third offense. According to the latest legal notice signed on Saturday, it is now mandatory to wear face masks covering only health institution, both public and private. Anyone caught not wearing mask at a private or public health institution faces a $2,000 fine, while failure to allow a child in your care to do so is a $1,000 fine. While the law lifts mandatory mask wearing, private business still reserves the right to request patrons to wear a mask. So viewers, that is the latest so far on the mask wearing issue. Now, over 460 workers of the Telecommunication Service of Trinidad and Tobago, TSTT, are now formally retrenched from the company after the expiration of 45 days official notice ended on Friday gone. The sacking of the workers is part of the restructuring of TSTT in order to cut costs and keep it running in a competitive market. The workers' last day of work was on June 15th, but they were subsequently given a statutory 45 days notice. Clyde Elder, head of the Communication Workers Union, CWU, stated that out of the 468 retrenched workers, only 2 were still employed as their retrenchment letter were delivered late. He said TSTT staffs had been reduced significantly with just around 600 workers remaining, and he added that the union will keep fighting for the rights of the retrenched workers. CEO of TSTT, Lisa Agard, also stated that the decision to restructure TSTT and retrench employees was a difficult but necessary exercise for the survival of the company. Wow. So that's 466 workers on the breadline. Imagine that, viewers. 466 workers on the breadline. Moving along, Attorney General, Regional Armo, SC, has expressed humility and gratitude to to his colleague in the legal fraternity after the majority of them voted against motion brought against him. Imagine that. The motion was filed by a group of 40 attorneys led by attorney Tilak Singh over armored disqualification for the Piaco Airport civil asset recovery case in a Miami court over an apparent conflict of interest. A total of 317 votes against the no confidence motion, while 234 voted in its favor. For the second motion for him to resign, 241 voted for and 310 against. Voting was done both physically and virtually. Amor re-emphasized that he made an error in his affidavit in recalling his full involvement as a defense attorney, and he maintained that he did not act dishonestly to willfully deceive the U.S. court. Amor, in a brief statement, stated that he was humbled by the outcome with the general meeting of the Law Association, and he is grateful for the vote of confidence by the majority. Tilak Singh said, the original requisition was meant to hold the AG to account as the integrity of the legal profession was in question, and he added that although both motions failed, he was pleased due to process was followed. So viewers, just imagine viewers, they voted him back into the office and they wanted him to remain there. So I mean, as the lawyers, they have their right to vote, they have the right for their profession, you know. We just have to say thanks to them that the legal matter have been solved and Regional Amor remain the AG of Trinidad and Tobago. Moving along, viewers, for Shogunas West, MP Dinesh Rambali, lawyer led by Tilak Singh, that supported a motion of no confidence against the Attorney General, Regional Amor SC, also the AG, at the Law Association of Trinidad and Tobago on Friday should be commended. Rambali called for LATT to release the official transcript of the special general meeting held by the association on July 15th. Well, if they have none to hide, let it go public. At the UNC's weekly press briefing, Rambali stated that some members who spoke in Amor defense were chairman of certain state-controlled or owned entities. Rambali added that based on a statement of some senior members of the bar, the AG was able to mount a successful defense using consideration such as the age of lapse of memory and testimonial from colleagues. Wow. So because of the age, you have all rights to have memory lapse and testimonies. So if you're 60 and you forget, well, okay, that is okay. That is okay. Is that so? Is that so? He said the attorney who piloted the motion against Amor used the only tool that was available to them to hold the titular head of the profession to account. The MP also questioned how the names of the 40 members who signed the motion of the no confidence were released to the public, and he said this resulted in persons attacking and accusing them of having political motive. Wow. Imagine that. Imagine that, viewers. So we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, we'll be right back after this.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Realtor Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716. 339-1670 or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
So now viewers, here it is. Rambali is saying that the name of the 40 members, the 40 attorneys who signed the motion of no confidence against the AG, their names were released to the public. Their names were released to the public. And because of this now, these persons are now being attacked and they are being accused of having political motive. So hear this. If the names of the 40 could come into the public domain, meaning released into the public domain, why can't the transcript of the special general meeting now, held by the association, be into the public domain? They could release that too, so that the entire public would understand what really is taking place. If they want to be biased like that, release the transcript. Let's see the full thing. And that is the only way we can have a fair trial in the public domain against the AG. Would they do that? Do they have something to hide? Do they have something to lose? Let's wait and see. Because I would love to see the transcript. I would love to see that. And those in authority who know about it, I am definitely sure they would love to view the transcript also. They would love to see, just how I want to see, just how they want to see it. So was it favored or was it not favored? This is what we need to know. So moving along now, the Commissioner of Inquiries into the circumstances which led to the tragic accident at facility owned by Paria Fuel Trading Company Limited has requested statement about the incident from members of the public. So now it is open. It is open. The individuals who assisted in rescuing the one diver that is still alive, they are free now to go and give information. That would give Trinidad and Tobago now a clearer picture of what actually took place. In a full-page advertisement, the commission, which is now chaired by Jeremy Lynch, QC, has invited written statement and any supporting document relevant to the commission's term of reference. On February 25th, 4 divers were sucked in by a 30-inch pipeline at the Paria Bird 6, while a 5th diver, Christopher Budram, was rescued the same day the incident occurred. According to the request for statement issued by the commissioner's member of the public now, the public must submit written statement with copies of any relevant document together with their name and other pertaining information. It added that the commission will examine the information submitted and will make a determination as to whether or not the person submitting the information will be required to give evidence before the commission. The first hearing of the Commission of Inquiries is scheduled for Wednesday, September 8th. So viewers, that is where it is going. So those of you who took it upon yourself to go down to Paria, who got the call, who supported every individual who were there, you are now being invited to send a written document. A written document. You are needed now. So all who have been saying X, Y, and Z, hear what you do. Write it down. Write it down. Supporting document. Everybody assisted. The individuals who are assisted. The company that assisted. Write down your detailed. Write it down in detail and submit it. Let's hear what the Commission of Inquiry have to say. President of the National Parenting Teachers Association, NPTA, Kevin David, wants more parents to enroll their children into the Ministry of Education Vacation Revision Program, that is the VRP, which starts on Monday. He said, the program will be beneficial and advise parents that he will be visiting the classroom to ensure everything is in order. The program was created in an attempt to better prepare 9,000 SEA students that scored under 50% for secondary schools, but only around 2,700 applied. At a media briefing on July 1st, Minister of Education Dr. Nian Gasby-Dolly stated that 19,079 pupils had written the exam and noted that a decrease in performance from 2020 to 2021. That is when schools were closed, online classes were going on, and a whole lot of things. Some had devices, some didn't have no devices. While they were giving out money to hoteliers, they could have bought devices. They could have bought devices and give the children and them to use. But what did they do? We have no money. We are asking corporate TNT. We are asking the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to contribute in this fight, while they save all the money and they give it to hotels to brighten up their hotel. To brighten up their hotel, viewers. Imagine that, eh? Oh, Lord. How much worse can it get? You see, I'm going to tell you something. We reach a stage now that the schools ain't matter again. The schools ain't matter again to the Ministry of Education. Because I'm going to tell you something. All those money that they give away to hotels to brighten up the hotels and things for the opening of the borders. Let me tell you something, you waste that money. You waste that money. I have nothing against hoteliers, you know. I have absolutely nothing against hoteliers. But prior to the 2 years of Trinidad and Tobago almost shut down, you all had your business running before that. And I am definitely sure at peak time when your hotels sell out, you make profit and put away for a rainy day. The school children can't put away anything for a rainy day. And the government clearly showed the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago that we will do this and you cannot tell us nothing. They boldly did it. They boldly did it. And on top of that now, to tell you how they're so bold, and they swear business about you or your children, they come and ask you for contribution to support a child. While they're supporting hoteliers, we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, have to support a child. That is a caring government. That is a government that would fight for the people. When the ministers stand up on platforms and they say, well, you know, we will fight for you, we will stand with you. Well, let's see that so far? No. I haven't seen that. And I am saying it with facts behind it. I am saying it with confidence. Because I brought it to your attention and show you what your government was doing while you were suffering. We in Trinidad and Tobago, we brought in greatest Keith Rowley. Keith Rowley told us, I am not going to beg India for vaccine for you. Let's say something. I want to hear, let's mash up Monday tonight. Let's mash up Monday tonight. The Ministry of Education told us, contribute to a child, buy a device for a child. While our Prime Minister took up $100 million and give it to hoteliers to brighten up their building for the reopening of the border. Where is the caring? Where is the caring government? Hands have a right to come out and say, it is not my duty to make sure the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago feel safe, but it's the police duty. Who governs TGPS? Commissioner of Police. Who governs the Commissioner of Police? The Minister. The Minister. Look how easy now the Prime Minister called on Jacob to have a meeting to discuss crime. If they didn't have influence over TTPS, they could not make that call. Take what I tell you earlier. They could have never make that call. But we here now, anything them say, we go grab it. If they say jump, it doesn't matter if we're on a cliff, you know, jump. If you fall, you fall. You see, when I come here, I just come here to open your eyes. I ain't coming to bash, you know. No, I'm not coming to bash. I'm not about bashing. I am here to hold them responsible for their office. You want to work for me? Not a problem. We the citizens will put you there. And when you're there, you forget me. You forget me. $3 million for a painting. How much bridge get fixed? How much pothole material going in? $3 million for a painting. Say something. Say something. We can't say nothing. You know why we can't say nothing? Because we're quiet. We're quiet. Whatever they give us, we're good to go with it. We have Edos and Yam coming from Ghana. What happened to we Edos and Yam in Trinidad? Let's talk now. I want to hear earlier. I have nothing to say. Well, then close your fridge, sit down in front of the television and listen to me because I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. Number one, understanding the power you possess. Number one. Number two, understanding the power you possess to change things. Number three, understanding who you are, understanding what change you want, understanding where you want to be, understanding where you want to go, understanding what you want for yourself and your family. If I talking nonsense, 2386716, that isn't about to call in live. If I talking nonsense, calling and say, Saieed, you're talking nonsense. That's all you have to do. And when you say that, I want to hear your statement. I want to hear what you want. I want to hear what you want to be. I want to understand what power you possess to change what. That is what I want to hear. So 2386716, feel free to call in. Tell me I am talking nonsense. I am talking what I am seeing. Imagine we health facility in Trinidad and Tobago. Look at the state of it. Look at the state of it. Some of the toilet when you go in, look at the condition. Machine not functioning. And we have the state-of-the-art health facility in Trinidad and Tobago according to Terrence Dialsing. And the toilets stink. I heard Trinidadian pitches being sold in the US, in China. Our pitch in Trinidad. Pitch from Library, going to China, and they're selling. I believe it's 4,000 a ton or something like that. I believe it's 4,000 a ton or something like that. In a statement on Friday, the Education Ministry said the education program will take place in 33 centers nationwide from Monday until August 12th, with walk-in registration to be accepted from Monday to Friday. The ministry created this program specifically for underperformed students and will provide the support in the form of revision in mathematics, English, language arts, writing. Students will also be given the opportunity to participate in activities involving music and drama. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk, my friend.
Hear what going on, my brother. This man say, anybody give him problem, he going to wish part by Mazus or Monkololo or something for them. This man leading everybody in the darkness.
Who are you talking about?
Country in darkness. You understand what I'm saying?
Who are you talking about?
Huh?
Who are you talking about?
Mr. Keith Rowley. Anytime anybody give him trouble, he go by Mazus for them by. So if the man dealing in darkness, why you expect the country to be not in darkness, right?
You know, caller, thank you so much. But as I say, they might have to go down like it and because when I go down like it, they're meeting a man like Saeed. I'm telling you, you're meeting a man like Saeed because the same thing them doing down in Leketo is the same thing I do right here in Trinidad. Right here. Hey, you think it's easy? It's not easy out here. It's not easy. That's what I say. That's what I say. Even the Prime Minister knows what spiritual work is about. His whole entire cabinet knows what spiritual work is all about. But we as the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, what is that? How do they call that? Them thing real? But the day you hear something happen to you, the day you hear your chair fall in your house, the day you find you nearly got away from an accident, the day you find your bunks your toe and you know how, the day you find your business air running as how it's supposed to do, we call in the pastor, we call in the pundit, we call in the imam. Or let's check now, my name is so and so, my date of birth is so and so, check and see what's going on with me now. But nobody knows about spirit walk. That's why it is be bold on TV. I born to do spirit walk. That's my gift. That is my gift. Who vex loss? What are you call me voodoo man, jinx man? You don't bother me. The silly thing is, you didn't give me that. God gave me that. God gave me that. I have the ability to change certain things, you know. And I just exercise it. I just exercise it. How do you think we get so much gun laws passed? Power of influence is a very, very serious thing. Once you hold the key to the power of influence, let me tell you something, you're changing anything. Anything. But you see the government of Trinidad and Tobago, the PNM administration, The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago vote them in. And that is the difference. People say, oh, Saeed, why you move them from there? And why you do this? You're this big spiritual man, and you're this and you're that. Let me tell you something. There's a difference. You want to know the difference? The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago vote them in. Under the UNC administration, you look at the performance under the UNC administration. Performance we're talking about. And then now look at the performance of the PNM over the last 7 years. And you tell me the difference. That is what I want you to tell me. You see, even though I hold the power of influence, even though I hold the key to the power of influence, that is something different from what you vote in. Caller, good night.
Good night again, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk, my friend.
Yeah, thanks, I enjoy the show very much, but one little comment we have is that in Chaguanas and Rainbow Crescent, we've been here for about 10 years, and the drain have a major problem that no one is kind of sorted out for we here. Even the councillor, Richard Sogdale, he's not doing nothing since he come into power for the councillor situation in Chaguanas area here.
Who's the councillor for your area?
Richard Sogdale.
Richard Sogdale?
Yeah.
Alright, here what to do. Do a little video footage, right?
Yeah.
And send it to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Alright.
And Wednesday coming, we're going to highlight it.
Real TV.
Real Public Concerns.
Thank you, because we long right now rainfall, that water running no way.
Alright. So the drain won't clean in?
It's cleaning really bad, but the water not going nowhere. That's just in one place at all in front of our building.
Okay.
It's going right, it's not going left. It's just remaining there wherever rainfall or
stagnant.
Wherever.
Alright, my operator will give you the email address and send your video to that address. So viewers, let me tell you something. We have about 6 minutes left on our program tonight, or 5 minutes, somewhere around there. You see, we as a country, we as a people, we need to come together. How can we do it? When Floyd, the incident happened with Floyd, with the officers, we Trinidadians, we came out and support a U.S. incident in Trinidad. That is the power. When OWT, you have their march, and the General Workers Union have their march, we as a people, we go to support it. Why? Because we demand, we want a change. When Andrea Barrett murder took place in Trinidad and Tobago, may God rest her soul, we the citizens became fed up of the crime, and we decided to step out, and there we made a change. Why not stand for a change and demand the government do something? Caller, good night.
Hello, good evening, guys.
Go right ahead, you're live. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go right ahead, you're live.
All right. Yes, what I would like to add is that with regard to the association limited, he was making reference to the 40 people who signed up to call on the vote of no confidence of the AG. What he didn't ask for was some of the lawyers who voted in favor of the AG. Because if we compare statements, it will tell us where the allegiance lies. How many of them carry brief for government, and probably that is the reason they voted in favor of the AG. So that while we're asking for the names, or you reveal the 40 names of the people who signed the petition, I think we should also ask for the names of some of these persons who supported the motion. In addition to it, we are told that they had over 3,000 members who are lawyers in Trinidad and Tobago. Barely 25% of these people attended, because if we have 300 votes in favor of the AG and 2 something in favor against them, then you talk about 600 people who would have voted. Where are the other lawyers? Where are some of those lawyers? Are they also within Britain? Where is the magistrate court? Where is the High Court, whatever it is, and they absented themselves intentionally, all in support of the city, or those who attended receiving or guilty of decision breach. So it's very good to make an analysis of that instead of just looking at the 40 names of persons who called for the motion. Thank you, and presently.
Thank you, my friend. Hey, you know what I'm waiting to see? I'm waiting to hear the result of the investigation that police are currently doing. The ongoing investigation into the Prime Minister misbehavior in public office when he caused the merit list that was sent to the President to select a Commissioner of Police. I want to hear what findings the TTPS have. Is it a charge of misbehavior in public office? Because you cause that whole selection of officers to collapse and a new list brought forward. Were you using your influence being the Prime Minister of our country? Why? What charge will that be? I want to hear the findings of that investigation when TTPS finish their investigations. So remember, viewers, I am Saieed Ali. You are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am a licensed money lender. You're looking for cash borrowers, not a problem. You have house, you have land, you have gold, contact me. Viewers, caller, good night.
Yes, hi, good night.
My friend, go right ahead.
I want to make this very quick, boy. All them questions you just asked, the answer is yes. The man interfere with the selection process and the misbehavior in public office. But here is, I want to touch on this real quick side. The 60th anniversary of independence. You see how much money they're going to spend on this thing. And I want to ask the question tonight, right? Where is this money coming from? Where is this money coming from? Is it taxpayers' dollars are they going to squander again? And people suffer, and you could not even subsidize the flour, you could not even subsidize the gas to the people by side by.
Correct.
And are they going to spend all this money on this thing? I don't understand if these people really thinking in their right mind or what's going on with them. And my last thing is, any mask mandate off now, right? It's optional, right?
Optional.
Well, I think tomorrow evening you should really bring it to your viewers. That is an optional thing, and if you see somebody coming the
my friend, I have a whole list compiled of places that you have to wear masks when you go. I'm bringing that. I was supposed to bring it today, but my staff didn't get time. But tomorrow, that pumping tomorrow. So Trinidad and Tobago, the citizens will see where they're wearing masks, where they're not wearing masks, and if you're not wearing masks, the fee for not wearing masks. Let me tell you something, viewers. We're almost out of time for tonight, but it's Bacchanal, it's Mashup Monday tonight. Tomorrow is Tune It Up Tuesday. Tomorrow is Tuesday, the 19th of July. Let me tell you something. I have a packed program for you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I want to let you call in 2386716. But in the meantime, Allahumma saba'il labi'illa antakur aba Allah. Understand who you are. Understand the power you possess. And understand the change you need as an individual. Until we meet again, Alhamdulillah Bakur Ama. May God be with you. Good night.